gotta get here, get here, get here, get here. You've got to. It's fabulous.
So it was another early start for us this morning as we were departing from Bucharest at 6:45 a.m. for this short little hop over to Chisinau, which, in case you are unfamiliar, is the capital of the Republic of Moldova. So it was the first time for me flying with Wizz Air, so that made it a new airline and a new country for me, all in the same day. We had to take a bus from the terminal over to the aircraft, and it was a long journey. It was at least 10 minutes. But it was pretty cool to see close up some of the other planes that were also at the airport. Once we were safely off the bus, it was up the stairs and onto the aircraft. And today's flight was actually very, very quiet. There was loads of empty seats, so we had plenty of room to stretch out and relax. But of course, it wasn't long before we were landing in Chisinau. It was only around a 45-minute flight. The weather was absolutely fantastic when we landed. Bearing in mind this was around 8 a.m. in the morning. There's another little look at this beautiful beast that took us over on this short hop. The airport in Chisinau is absolutely beautiful. It's by no means large. It's what you would describe as a small airport, but inside it was so clean. The staff were friendly, our bags came out quickly. It was just a really nice place to be. And I don't want to be that guy, but my wife came to me and she said, "You have to go and see the toilets. They're amazing." And sure enough, they were. Now this little video, maybe it's a bit weird, maybe it doesn't do it justice, but these toilets were absolutely top notch. Really clean. There was a really nice smell in there as well, which is strange. But obviously I didn't want to do too much filming in a men's bathroom. I'm not that kind of guy. So once you come out of the terminal building, you'll see all the taxis lined up, bringing you to the city. But we actually opted to take the bus instead. Look how cool this is, by the way. This is just outside of Chisinau Airport. I just thought that was fantastic. But yeah, so you just hop on the bus. It's going to take around 30 minutes to get into the city centre. It's going to cost you 6 Moldovan lei. So for me, that was around about 30 cents, something like that. And yeah, you just pay on the bus. The inspector comes round, you just say 1 person, 2 person, 3 persons, however many of you there are. Pay your money, sit down, and off you go. And this was some of the sights we seen on the way in. Here's one of the biggest shopping malls in Chisinau, called Moldova. See what they've done there? I thought it was quite clever anyway. So once we were off the bus anyway, look at these beautiful boulevards. I don't know what I was expecting from Chisinau, maybe something more communist, Soviet looking, but it was absolutely beautiful. Here, this is always a good sign, isn't it, when the pub is open. Here's some of the exchange rates on the day that we were there. So on our way down to our apartment, we actually stumbled across this cafe and it was absolutely beautiful inside. I don't know if it's a chain or if it was a standalone, but if you get a chance, I'd visit it. So this was our apartment, and I've got to give a big shout out to the people at Vicar Apartments. They were so friendly, so helpful. They allowed us to check in early, and this is what we got. We got a 2-bedroom apartment with a nice kitchen, living area. This was one of the bedrooms. Look at this for a view. Windows around 2 sides on a corner. We had air conditioning everywhere, which was badly needed. Here was the second. And then this was the living room, kitchen area. Now, one of the places you're going to want to visit when you come to Chisinau, Moldova, is the Central Market, or Piața Centrală, as it's known. And it is absolutely huge. And I mean huge. And whatever you could possibly want, you're going to get here. They have everything. You can see here fruits, vegetables, meats, canned goods, electronics, handbags, clothing. Just too much to list. Just too much. Trust me, if you want something, you're going to get it here. While I was walking around the market, somebody did warn me about my backpack. Make sure I keep it close to me because there's pickpockets operating. But I'll be honest, I didn't really feel unsafe walking through the market. I didn't have anything in my backpack, spent all my money on the trip, but it was nice to see that there was people looking out for you. Have you ever been to a market as big as this? I definitely haven't. So, if you know of a market as big as this, please let me know in the comments, because I have to go and visit. I love a good market. So after we'd finished in the market, we decided to head towards Cathedral Park at the other end of the main boulevard. You'll see a bit more of that now just in a few minutes. But as we walked up, we were just taking in the beauty of the city again. The architecture, the cleanliness. It was absolutely amazing. I'm sure I sound like I'm repeating myself, but it's really not what I was expecting. I'm sure there's parts of the city that are not so affluent, but this part was just mind-blowing. Totally went against what I was expecting to see. So this is what they call Cathedral Park. It's absolutely, again, beautiful here. I don't know what other word to describe. It's just amazing. We actually sat here for a little while just in the sun, chilling out with an ice cream. It was so pleasant, it was nice, it was quiet, just people getting on with their business. Nothing too loud or wild, crazy going on. Just here is actually what they call Cathedral of Christ's Nativity, and it's the largest church in all of Moldova, and it was originally built in the 1830s. You can see there's a lot of effort goes into keeping this park clean and tidy. This actually gave me a vibe of Bryant Park in New York. I don't know if you've ever been there. What do you think? Do they have a similar kind of feel? This is the bell tower associated with the cathedral, and this was actually destroyed during the Soviet period. Obviously back then worshipping was prohibited, and the church was actually turned into an exhibition centre. Lastly here we have the Arc de Triomphe in Chisinau. It's my third one.
Guys, if you get a chance to come to this city, you've got to come. Absolutely, you've got to come here. It's just so beautiful. I can't understand why it's one of the most least visited countries in Europe. It's clean, it's cheap for us from Western Europe. People are friendly, it's easy to get here. You've got to get here. You've got to. It's fabulous. So guys, that's my first day in Chisinau done with. I said it earlier, but if you could get a chance to come here, I'd highly recommend it. I just had such a great day. We went to Cathedral Park, park called Stefan cel Mare. We walked along the main boulevard. You feel very safe, very relaxed. Didn't feel as if I was in a strange city. It's the first time being here. It's really easy to get around. Google Maps. You see, we got the bus from the airport. So simple. Just hop on. The inspector comes, just giving you 6 Moldovan lei, about 30 cent in euro. And away you go. 30 minutes later, you're in the heart of the city, ready to get on with your day. It was great going around the market, all the fresh vegetables, fruits. Yeah, really good day. So tomorrow we've got planned, we're going to Cricova winery. It's like an underground, they store the wine underground that they make here in Moldova. It's meant to be one of the biggest. So I'm going to do that, a separate video on that. And then I have a third day here in Moldova. Don't know what I'm going to do yet, but make sure to stick around and catch that video as well. And let me know if you've got any suggestions for things to do in Moldova while I'm here. Although maybe by the time you'll see this, I won't be here. But maybe for next time, give me some suggestions. And also remember to hit the subscribe button, because that obviously helps me do this and encourages me to do more. It'd be much appreciated. Take care.